Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be looking at Alfred Hitchcock's 1960 Psycho. The movie begins with a beautiful high-rise shot of Phoenix, Arizona. We meet characters Marianne Crane and Sam Loomis. Sam is not from there and he has to go back. They're having an affair, but Marianne wants to break it off.
I have to go, Sam.
They both love each other. Marianne even wants him to meet her family. She wants him to marry her, but he can't.
I sweat to pay off my father's debts and he's in his grave. To pay my ex-wife alimony and she's living on the other side of the world somewhere.
She leaves for work. A customer comes up to her and tries to use his finances to flirt with her. Her boss tells her to put the money away given by the customer in a safe deposit box at the bank. She asks her boss if she can leave due to a headache and needs to rest. He agrees. We get a close-up on the money and then the briefcase, showing us that she has other plans. She finishes packing her bag and puts the money in her purse. While driving away, she sees her boss. She drives through the night and falls asleep on the side of the road. A cop sees this and goes to check up on the car. She hides the money while giving the cop her license and is then left free to go. Scared that her car can give her away, she enters the dealership. The cop again sees her and looks at her from a distance. She agrees and exchanges vehicles plus $700 cash and asks for the bathroom. She takes out the $700 and hides the rest. Marianne then heads inside to finish the payment. Acting very strange, the cop, dealer, and worker look at her suspiciously. Throughout her drive, she is super paranoid.
She looked like a wrong one to you? Funny thing, she paid me $700 in cash.
With vision problems due to the rain, she pulls into the Bates Motel. She honks her horn and Norma Bates comes out to help her. He then takes Marianne to her room. He invites Marianne to eat dinner with him and she accepts. As he leaves to get food for them, she hurries to find a hiding spot. He then uses the newspaper to wrap the money. She hears yelling from the distance and listens.
Strange young girls in for supper. By candlelight I can with cheap erotic minds.
Mother, please.
I refuse to speak of disgusting things because they disgust me.
Norman comes back out and both go into the office to eat. They have a conversation and Marianne tells Norman to not let his mother talk to him like that. He says sometimes he wants to leave and even curse her out. Norman explains that he can't because she is ill. She tells him if he ever considered putting her into asylum and he gets very upset and states that she just goes a little mad sometimes.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
After ending the conversation, Marianne says bye and leaves back to her room. Norman is shown to be looking in a peephole, staring at Marianne, who is getting ready for bed. Norman then leaves and heads back out. Marianne decides to take a shower. The door opens behind her and we see someone walk in. The curtain is ripped open and we see someone stab Marianne multiple times. We see blood fall and the mystery person walks out. Marianne falls to the ground, killing our supposed final girl. Norman rushes to the scene and finds Marianne lifeless. He thinks for a little and decides to clean up the place. In a long cleaning scene, we see Norman clean the floor and walls. He opens up Marianne's car and parks it. After that, he heads back inside carrying Marianne into the truck. Grabs all her luggage and clothes. Comes to there too. Norman takes the car and pushes it into a lake where it's fully submerged. Crane comes to Sam asking about her sister. She's concerned and hasn't heard from her. Sam has no idea about the situation. Detective Milton, who was hired by the customer to find Marianne Crane and the $40,000. Detective Milton goes to nearby motels and gets to the Bates Motel. Milton asks if he's seen her and he says no. Some interrogating, Norman slips a little. Detective Milton is suspicious and after some questions about his mother, is informed that he must leave. He decides to call Lila and tells her that he's unsatisfied. He tries to find some evidence. He heads to the Bates house. He heads inside and goes up the stairs. As he is almost up, he gets stabbed and falls down the stairs and dies. Sam and Lila get no word back from Detective Milton. And after a little argument, Sam decides he will go alone to the Bates Motel. Sam arrives and looks for the detective. After not seeing him or Norman, Sam goes back to Lila. They are both suspicious about the situation and go to talk to Sheriff Chambers. They tell Sheriff Chambers all the information they have. He just thinks the detective played them until Sam brings up Norman Bates' mother.
Norman Bates' mother has been dead and buried.
We then hear a conversation between Norman and his mother.
Please, Mother.
No, I will not hide in the fruit cellar. I told you to get out, boy.
Norman carries his mother to the cellar. Sheriff Chambers lets him know that he's been to the motel and got nothing. And Sam head to the Bates Motel after still being unsatisfied. They arrive and ask for a room. They investigate and try to look for some evidence. While Sam keeps Norma busy, Lila heads to the Bates house. She makes her way up and opens the door. While looking around, she finds a dip in the bed. Sam interrogates Norman about what he would do with the $40,000. They start to fight and Norman smacks Sam in the head with the vase. As Norman heads back to his house, Lila frantically hides. She goes into the cellar and finds Mrs. Bates. Sam jumps on Norman and holds him down. At the police department, Dr. Richard explains that he has multiple personality disorder. Norman murdered his mother and his mom's boyfriend. When Norman was aroused by Marianne, the mother's side came out of him and she became jealous. She killed her, cleaned up as her son. After he felt pressure, the mother side came out and dominated over Norman to where he's now fully mother. We hear a monologue from mother who tries to play it cool.
I'm not even gonna swat that fly. And they'll know, and they'll say, why, she wouldn't even harm a fly.
That's the Psycho recap. Let's get right into the review. The movie has a whodunit element. It's a bit obvious though, so suspense is a B-. The movie utilizes sound to their scares in a very effective way, though I don't think the movie is scary for me personally. Here's a C+. There's not much action in the movie except for the small fight scenes that are rarely present. Action is a D-. The movie takes itself very seriously and it works in favor of the movie. The comedy is a F. Overall though, the movie is a classic. It's amazing and one of those movies I can rewatch multiple times and not get bored of. There's not much I can say about the movie that hasn't been said already. The movie is an A+. Thank you for watching the video and I'll see you guys next time.